This is lesson 1.5 on decimal operations. The first thing we have to do is tell the value of the underlying digit. Well, in order to do so, we need to know what the choices are. So if we look at this problem here, we've got tenths place, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. That's the millionths place, so its value is 6 millionths. Let's look at the next one. Same kind of a thing. The 4, here's the tenths, hundredths, thousands place. This all comes from our book. If you look at our book here, oops, I gotta get to that section. This chart in your book here that shows the decimal periods, tenths, hundredths, and then after that they go in groups of 3 because there is no once in the decimal ranks. All right, next one. So we would write the number first, and then after that we group by 3s, 4 and 8,988,693, and then this place right here is the 10 millionths place. So here we've got the same kind of a thing. 4 and groups of 3s, 9,800,000. Oh, I'm sorry, we're supposed to write the number. So 4 and 9, 8, 5, 9, 5, 5, 6, 10 millionths. Okay, 893 and 38,537 ten thousandths. I've got one too many thousandths in there, don't I? I got to take out that. $893 and 38,537 ten thousandths. Yeah, let's get rid of that right there. All right, next one. Section 2, rounding decimals. So if we round to the underlined place, the underlined place, look at the numbers after it, right? Everything before it the same, 79.3, because the number after the 3 is smaller than 5. To the nearest tenth, here's the tenths place. So we look at the tenths place. The number after it is smaller than 4, so we write the number in the tenths place and everything in front of it the same. 8 is followed by a 9, so we change the 8 to a 9, write everything in front of it the same, and leave everything after it off the discussion. Next one. 10, or nearest thousandth, here is the thousands place. The number after it is bigger than 5, so we're going to change the 2 to a 3, write everything in front of it the same, and don't write anything after it. The number after it is smaller than 5, so we leave it the same, write everything in front of it the same. Nearest tenth, change it to a 9, write everything in front of it the same, don't write anything after it. Next one. To the nearest 1,000. Okay, so 1,000 is right there. 6000. We don't put in the decimal point or anything after it, because the last digit that we want to pay attention to is the 6. Round to the nearest 100, so we would say 6. The 7 gets changed to an 8. We have to write these two places as zeros because we need those placeholders. Next. Section 3, operations with decimals. Good time to take out the calculator. 8.5 plus 0.38. Now the 0 is just a placeholder, and we would get, notice it comes out as a fraction. We want our answer as a decimal. 95.3 plus 103.9 is, change it to a decimal, 199.2. Find the sum. Sum means add, so we take 9.3 plus 1.9, and we get 11.2. More than, remember that's, the than switches the order, 2.2 plus 31.8, more is add, and we get 34. 9.32 plus 3.8 is 13.12. Find the sum, that's add. Next one, number 9 here. Added 2, 2 tells us to switch the order, so we write the last number first, 94.6 plus 25.6 is 120.2. Little subtraction, find the difference, okay? So 4.09 minus 0.89 is 3.2. Number 15. Less than, we've got the than there, so we're going to take 100.7, the last number first, subtract 73.5, gives us 27.2. Next one, number 17 here. Subtracted from, so it's 15.7. If you see the from, that's a switch order word. Subtract 7.8. and we get 7.9. Multiplying, you can see how that goes. Product is also multiplying. So this is how you do the decimal operations. And then the last thing we have to do is convert fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. Well, we've kind of been doing that so far. 5/18 is 0.27, and the 7 repeats. So first digit, second digit, third digit would be a 7, the fourth digit would be a 7. But because the fourth digit is a 7, that changes the third digit up 1 to an 8, so it'd be 0.278. Fraction form, so 0.4, we just write equals and it says 2/5. Next one. A repeating decimal, your calculator can do repeating decimals. Point, and if you notice, if we switch alpha, notice now it's alpha square root key. We have the override key, 8574143. Oh, what did we do wrong? Oh, this should be a 2 here. I gotta recalculate. Yeah, that last number should have been a 2. It's a problem that I had when I wrote the problem. Let's try this one. Point, overline key, 285714. is 2/7. Next one, 0.11 repeating. Okay, so let's repeat the 1/1 and we get 1/9. 0.55 repeating. Now let's get the repeat thing going. 5/5 is 5/9. Why does that say 6/11? That's not right. 0.55 is 5/9. 6/11 would be 0.4. Let me think. 0.554 repeating. I'll show you. So if we did 0.54 repeating, it'd be 6/11. So our calculator, that problem is just wrong on that sheet. If you have any questions, you can give me a buzz. Otherwise, this is 1.5 on decimal operations.